Hi, I'm Pat Fiume. I've been a realtor for over 30 years. I'm a host of the American Dream Show. Welcome to my show, Is This for Real Estate? Welcome back. I'm here with Bob Finkelstein. He's a videographer and does other things as well. He is my videographer for the American Dream Show. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So how did you get started with the American Dream and being a videographer for their episodes?
I'm a freelancer, so I do a lot of different things, and they actually just advertised. They were looking for videographers, and I saw some of the work that they did, and it looked interesting. Mm-hmm. And so I applied, and they liked my work, and that's basically the way it works when you're a videographer. So. And
you are very good. I mean, I actually feel very comfortable with you. I know, like, they were going to assign me somebody different. I said, I want Bob because you make me feel calmer, like you're a very calming influence. And you tell me, remind me things that I have to do and things like that. So I think you have to match personalities too, I think, with that. I would think a little bit.
Yeah, I think definitely, different people have different styles. Like, I very much like to collaborate with people because... a lot of times you're going into situations where where the person who you're working with knows more than you do. Mm-hmm. And so it's always, you come to the table and you bring ideas, but it's nice to have somebody who, has ideas too. And you come up with a good product that way, I think. I mean, that's kind of the way I like to work.
I've been very happy with them. The quality is really good and they have excellent editors there too.
Oh yeah.
They're amazing.
The editors at the American Dream are phenomenal. Definitely.
Yeah, they are actually Emmy nominated every year. I think one of their shows is up for an Emmy right now. So what else do you do besides American Dream? You must do a whole lot of other things because you can't make all your business, I guess, one product.
I'm freelance in like the true sense of the word. I do like pretty much everything. The only thing I don't do is like weddings.
No weddings, no.
And I don't do children's dance except for one company that I work with because I like them a lot and they're very creative. But other than that, I do like pretty much anything. Today after this I'm going to be interviewing a race car driver.
Wow.
Last week I was shooting a promo video for a construction firm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I do medical research, so I've I go in and I document like kind of cutting edge. It's for a video journal.
That's interesting.
They demonstrate things and it's like cutting edge science. So like they're turning stem cells into kidney cells and it's a next level of treatment that nobody's going to be able to afford. But but it's interesting. So.
Eventually it might get to the point where people can afford it, but they're still working on it.
They're still
So you're documenting what they're doing for people coming up behind them too, I guess.
Yeah,
and for them to remember maybe what they did.
Yeah, exactly. And for other researchers and stuff.
That makes sense. And I know a couple of weeks ago you were working on a documentary about ballet. I thought that was really cool. I put something on Facebook to try to. Did you ever get?
Yeah, that was a big help. Thank you very much for doing that. It's kind of on hold for now because it was, it was a very fun project and it's a very beautiful moment in a dancer's life.
Oh, absolutely. To point shoes, right?
Yeah, point shoes to get their first pair of point shoes, and and there's a lot of stories out there, not just from a young girl, but from dancers and. But it's on hold because in order to make it work, I needed a couple people as characters, and one of the characters, is not kind of fitting in, so I'm kind of reevaluating. But that's just, another project that I'm doing, and that's the way things work. Like, you go into a project.
Puzzle pieces.
Puzzle pieces. But that was a huge help. Thank you for advertising.
I know some people that were dancers. Like I have a client. Actually, she was one of our title clerks. She was a rockette, and she's been dancing her whole life, and she's in her older than me. But she's still gorgeous. I'll tell you, she's amazing.
Yeah. So I do a bunch of different things. But,
what was your favorite project you've ever worked on?
That's a really good question. I haven't really thought about that. I don't necessarily have a favorite project so much as like just moments where like you're doing something and you're like, I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Right.
So I was actually in the room working on a project, and Philip Glass was scoring the music for the project, American composer.
Wow.
And he was, I'm sitting there, videotaping Philip Glass, like writing notes on a piece
Wow.
of paper, and it's just, you're like, I can't believe I'm here right now. But
Just a little starstruck.
yeah, a little starstruck. Yeah, you get like that. But that's a nice thing about this field of work is the work's so varied, and most of the time it's something different every day. And like working with you guys is great too, because it's incredible. Like the people that you guys know, like the brokers who work, on the show, like the network,
Just say networking or getting guests on there. Like a lot of people, they just had they have a meeting every month and a video he does. Craig suing the owner of the show. Like he actually likes it when you have guests on there. And he was saying, get some guests on there that are knowledgeable. Like I always try to have some, because everybody knows more than I do. Instead of me trying to remember it, like I try to get a mayor or somebody like that on there, and or a politician. They always talk very well.
Yeah, but that's nice about what you do. I know, American Dream likes to focus on the lifestyle and the community that you're in. So it's nice that you've really taken that to heart, and you bring in the people, who know about the community and can kind of talk about it. So I think that's really nice.
Do you have a funny story working with people? I know some things happen. What's the funny story you tell at a party?
I don't know. Sometimes there's awkward situations.
Oh, yeah.
With like mic placement is the funniest thing. It's one thing with a guy, but when you're meeting,
you're like, can you put this in, please?
Yeah. I mean, because you like to hide the cord, and a lot of times so it's that's always awkward. So you just
I've seen your face a couple times. Can you put this back there?
Yeah, I ask for help a lot of the times because
I can get awkward, I'm sure.
But that's I'm just trying to think of other funny stories though. I mean, a lot of times, I was one of the people that I worked with a lot it was incredible. He's East German, and he, the stereotypical East German, which is super capable, could build a nuclear reactor from like paper clips or something like that.
Oh my God.
I don't know, but he would sometimes hire me out to do jobs with him, and he would just be like, oh, do this. So it would involve like climbing a 25-foot ladder and stringing wire along the, scaffolding in a theater, which I don't do. So it's and it's like 45, and you only have like an hour and 15 minutes to set up, and those XLR cables get tangled, and and it's just like, sometimes there's been a lot of times where I'm like, don't even think about this, just do it. And it's just, knock on wood. You
haven't fallen yet.
I haven't fallen, and like things have happened on time, but it's been close a few times. So.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
It's always funny.
Have you ever been in a position where you felt like you wished you weren't there other than here today?
Yeah. Oh, okay, I gotta do this. There's times where like you work with a lot. Sometimes you work with people, and they didn't really want to do it, but they were, they call it voluntold. So like you go into a business, and like they're having some of their employees talk about why they like it there, and they had asked them to do it. And, they can't really say, and then they get really nervous because they're like, I did my job. I don't know if they're thinking what's going through their head, but, they want to say the right thing, so they get really, really nervous. And,
I'm sure, yeah.
And you try to coach them through it, but yeah.
I know by the time we get to the end of the American Dream, I'm like, Bob, what do I have to say? Like, I can't remember. And you start telling me, like, well, one time it was fun. This is a funny story. So we did Cherry Hill. And he said, let me go get my videos. It was getting dark early. So me and the girls, we finished the show at the Forgotten Brewery. And I didn't realize IPA beers had like a lot more alcohol than a normal beer. I hadn't eaten all day or drank anything. I was so hungry and thirsty. He gave us all a real big beer while we were waiting for you. And we're all sitting at the end of the beer. We were trying all these beers, and then I got a second one. By the time you got there, I think I was bombed. It's like, I'm a lightweight. And you kept saying, all right, stand up here, and your friends are behind you. And I'm like, just go, I'm here with my friends at the American Dream. And I kept going, I'm here with my friends on the other side. And you're like, Pat, on this side. I'm like, I know. And I would say, I'm here with my friends. I did it like 6 times. He said, forget it. Okay. Just go back and stand with them.
Well, we do always wind up at breweries and wineries. That seems to be the theme. But,
I know. I try not to do it every show, but it seems like that seems to be an ongoing thing because there's so many cool places associated with that, and they give us free drinks at the end. So, well, thank you for being with us today. I really appreciate you stopping by to come in on your way to see the race driver.
Well, thank you. It's a little bit of a pit stop, I guess. Sorry about that joke. But,
That was cute.
but yeah, no, but thank you for having me. It's been fun, and it's fun working with you too.
Oh,
so.
you too. Thank you.
Yeah.
We just look.